Well, it's time to finish the UCS Venator, and that is exactly what we're doing in today's video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, everybody. Today is a very special day. Welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name is Brandon, and today we are on the fourth and final book, which means we are currently looking at bags 36, 37, and 38. And I believe this goes all the way up to 46. So that means we have 10 bags to rock and roll. And as you guys just heard me say, 36, 37, and 38. So we're kicking off with 3 bags alone to make one of the plates that goes up on the top. So what that means to me is another 3 bags makes the other plate, with the final bag making Captain Rex, the stand, and Captain Lara, whatever their name is. So let's just go ahead, let's get our bucket, and let's dive in. I plan on obviously using the rest of our stickers for today's build. And lucky for me, I'm not live on Twitch for this one, so I have plenty of space on my desk. Just clear off all of that. Got some fudge. Do you like your fudge packed? That's a fudge joke. I'm just fudging around, right? So, like I said, there's 1, 2, and 3. Right there we are. A few more bags than that, we're already into the 40s. On the last book, I forgot to mention, we did cross over the 1,000-step threshold. But I did want to mention that we have 240 pages in this book. So we went down by 20 on the last, went up 20 by this one. So I don't know what their end game is here, so I'm going to make sure that I put all of my pieces nice off to the side, so I know that, for one, where to find them. And 38 is a small bits bag. 36 is a medium size, so I'll put him more down towards this side, just like that. And then 37 will go right down the middle. Just like that. Now we do have some extra small bits. Let's go ahead, let's get them in there. There we go. And with that, we're officially on our way. So like I said, I am going to be building one of the sides to this. So I'm going to need lots of desk room. So for today's featured background, I figured it'd be super appropriate to put up the UCS Republic gunship, which is the same designer as this ship. So both of these are brought to you by the same designer. So I figured let's bring this one home with that one in the background. Funny fact is, I don't know if you can see it from where you're sitting, but right here is where this one's going to go when it's done. These boxes might need to go somewhere, but we'll play that as time comes. So we're about 45 minutes in on the first bag, and we're just with the final pieces. And right now we are putting in these little cannons that go on the upper plating. So far the upper plating is looking really good. Once I get these cannons put in, I will show you what we're looking at. Lots of fine little details here. And when I say fine details, you want to get everything that you can lined up as good as you can. This is what separates builders from master builders. One false move, you have a crooked Lego and it just looks terrible. I don't like the thought of that. And there's a lot of little one stud connection points on these. These are the cannons we just hooked up right here. So these little pieces, they can be like that or like that. You want them like this. These upper ingots, you want to make sure that they're all straight. And then these little triangle pieces in the front, you want those to be squared. So a lot of fine details. You want to make sure you don't miss anything with that. So then once you get those installed, you're going to flip it over. And then it looks like we are going to install the remaining pieces it takes to get this thing latched down. There was quite a few pieces in this little bit, I must say. I wonder what connection point this is going to use. Oh, it's going to connect right here at the bridge. Okay, I see. These are officially our last few pieces. These are just to hold down the ball sockets. And just like that. So now let's find out how they want us to put this on. It wants us to start over on that side, of course. So one thing I was wrong about, it's going to be 3 bags per back half, and probably a bag each, and then a bag to go down the middle, then a bag to go for the stand. So that's my final prediction on how all this is going to finish out. So let's go and put this on over there. We'll slide this more into focus. Let's go get this piece put on. Now it just says to pop and drop it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go on in, do our lineup. I can see one of my socket joints wants to lock right there, and then my other one right there. Okay, so that just as easy as that, everybody. We are in with the first piece of the top. Wow, okay, dokie, I see ya. That's looking really good. Great. So with that one, we only had 3 leftover small parts. No doubles of the small parts, which means I have done everything correctly. It's only when you have doubles of the small parts that you need to reevaluate your situation. So now let's grab our next bags, 39, 40, and 41. We're going to go and do our final time lapse on this build. So we'll be back here to talk about our final building stages and how they went. And then the build will be done, and we'll be on to the next video, which is going to be the full review and talking about the set. So, time lapse. Okay, that is the end of the road. Well, almost. We still got some good jingle jangle in there to put together. So before we go in and we finish up this build ceremoniously together, I have an official number. For a relaxed build, just watching some YouTube, chillaxing, you are looking at a total of 14 build hours. One thing I want to say about this build is prepare your fingers for some squish action. There is a lot of squishing of the pieces to get everything down and to fit right. So if you don't have good hand strength, you might need a rubber mallet to get these plates together. It was 3 bags to do this side back here, 3 more bags to do this side up here, then 2 bags for each of these, giving us a total of 10 more bags, and I believe the center section was another 2, with this one being down here. I don't know why I said 46 bags to go, but it was 48. So that's about all I have to say about this building step. All of the stickers are clearly on. And I did want to say that I did hear a YouTuber talk to the designer of this and the Republic gunship, and he said the reason that we have stickers on these 6x6 plates are because they cannot print yet on those plates, which is probably very likely to where we just started getting these, I think 6x12 plates or 8x12 plates, whatever these are, printed. It's probably because they just got the technology to do it. Something about working around that center casting circle is why they can't. I guess when they print it, they can't print evenly. My guess, not theirs. So that's why on these 6x6 plates or tiles, we don't have printed elements, is because of that. So all the details about how I feel about the ship, what it looks like, that will be in the next video. So what I want to do with you guys right now is go over these final build steps and do it together. Here we do have that nice, lovely 20th of the Clone Wars. I like that a lot. And that just pops down right here. I figured we would do this together. When I first started the video, I wasn't in the brightest of moods, but since then I have found food and I'm okay now. Who out there gets grumpy when they are a little hungry? So here we are. This should be a really quick thing just to pop together really fast. We're just going to put that down in front of there. Same thing with this one. There we go. Then it wants us to put this plate right here. And somewhere it should say, here we go, the Venator class Star Destroyer. Oops. I'm trying to see where I want it in terms of the build. Maybe right about there. Over a click or two. How's that look? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Press that down and see how that does. There we go. And that gives us our plaque. Ba-boom. But what does our plaque say, everybody? Venator class Star Destroyer. Which is funny because on the box it says Venator class Republic attack cruiser. So I guess to save space they just put Star Destroyer. Manufacturer Kuwait Drive Yards. Affiliation the Galactic Republic. Length 1.137 thousand meters. 1,137,000 meters. It can take a crew of 7,400. Hyperdrive class 1.0. Max acceleration 3,000 Gs. Weapons 8 heavy turbo laser turrets, 2 medium dual turbo laser cannons, 52-point defense laser cannons, 4 proton torpedo tubes, and 6 tractor beams projectors. Overall, pretty decent ship. And now we have finished building that portion of the stand, and now we are going to dive in and do the one that everybody loves. The best part of all of this is this really nice, clean Captain Rex minifigure. So we're going to put this shoulder pad over, and then we want to tuck it around like that. So now I think I want to turn that sideways. Yes, I do. He does have a really nice head printing. What's cool about it is he does have a bandage on his head, and that could be to indicate where he had his inhibitor chip removed, but that is something that I'm not talking about here. We'll talk about that on the next video. Because if I review it now, you guys ain't going to watch the next video. You guys are going to be like, oh, screw him, he gave us the good stuff. So there he is with his dual machine guns, and now we got to put an antenna on his head. No visor for Captain Rex. This is one of the minifigures that was really talked about during the release of this set and really desired. And there he is, boom, in all of his glory. Now we want to get the Captain Yularen, or whatever his name is. the guy that's not as cool as Captain Rex. But he's an important figure to it all anyway. There we go, one and done. And there we go, there's our minifigures. He has no weapons. That is the build. 241 pages, 1,543 steps. Done. So that concludes this build series, everybody. Tell me, what did you think about the series? I recorded all of these back to back to back, got this thing done within 4 complete days. Not bad, 4 days for about 2 weeks worth of work. So, to me, this was the best way to tackle it, because to put $650 into one video when it's out of pocket is just getting ridiculous. There's some things coming up on the channel that I don't think I'm going to do because, well, we're starting to really struggle with things, and putting our money into Lego is a very delicate balancing act that we want to make sure we are doing the right things for longevity. I plan on being here for a long time, everybody. So with that, let's use that to transition into the fact of, if you guys want to see what comes up next, smash that subscribe button, like and share the video. If you guys are on a device that does not allow you guys to interact and do all that, find a phone, find a laptop, and I would super appreciate it, and I'll give you a big ol' air hug for hitting that subscribe button. So I want to say thank you for watching, like, share, and subscribe, and you all have a good one, and stay tuned for that final review and thoughts video that I'm filming right now, but you're going to have to watch the next episode of Bricks and Toys. Thank you.